Test number 15, part 1. See question number 46. Tyndall effect is more pronounced in, as we know that, in hydrophobic salts. In hydrophobic salts, the particles are not highly solvated. Particles are not highly solvated. Therefore, because hydrophobic means water repelling, therefore the particles are not highly solvated in hydrophobic salts. Therefore, Tyndall effect is more pronounced. Tyndall effect is more pronounced in hydrophobic salts. In hydrophobic salts. Question number 46, option B is correct. See question number 47. Question number 47. As we know that in Tyndall effect, the scattering of light by colloidal Sol particles. The scattering of light by colloidal Sol particles. So question number 47. Colloidal Sol is observed under a microscope. We can see light is scattered by colloidal Sol particles. Question number 47, option A is correct. See question number 48. Question number 40 is, as we know, tendency of adsorption is proportional to liquefaction of gas. Is proportional to liquefaction of gas. Is proportional to critical temperature, and critical temperature is directly proportional to A, inversely proportional to B. As we know that out of all these gases, SO2 has greater ease of liquefaction. SO2 has greater ease of liquefaction. Therefore, out of all gases, maximum tendency of adsorption is present in SO2. So question number 48, option B is correct. See question number 49. Question number 49. Incorrect statement we are looking for. In question number 49, incorrect statement. As we know that osmotic pressure equal to pi equal to C RT by M. Also pi equal to number of moles volume RT. So pi is inversely proportional to molecular mass. Pi is inversely proportional to molecular mass. And we know that the molecular mass of colloidal Sol, particle is high. If molecular mass is high, means osmotic pressure will be low. While in option C, the osmotic pressure of colloidal Sol is of higher order, which is incorrect. As molecular mass of colloidal Sol particle is high, therefore osmotic pressure is of lower order than true solution. So question number 49, option B is correct. See question number 50. In question number 50, what is given there? Which one of the following is not correct for physical adsorption? As we know that in physical adsorption, what is given there? In physical adsorption with the change in temperature. In physical adsorption, the extent of adsorption is x by m. With temperature, the extent of adsorption decreases in case of physioadsorption. In case of physioadsorption, extent of adsorption decreases with increasing temperature. While in option B, adsorption increases with increasing temperature is given. So question number 50, option B is correct. Extent of adsorption decreases. So adsorption decreases here with increasing temperature. Question number 50, option B. See question number 51. Question number 51. As we know that the movement of colloidal particles under the influence of electric field is known as electrophoresis. So question number, movement of colloidal salt particle under influence of electric field is known as electrophoresis. Question 51 option A is correct. See question number 52. Question number 52. Wrong statement about physioadsorption. Wrong statement about physical adsorption or physioadsorption. As we know that this is adsorbent and this is adsorbate, and between adsorbent and adsorbate there is weak van der Waals force. So as we know that physical adsorption is reversible in nature. Wrong statement is irreversible nature of adsorption of physical, as physical adsorption is reversible in nature. So question number 52 option B is correct. See question number 53. Question number 53. Decomposition of H2O2. Decomposition of H2O2 can be slowed down by addition of a small amount of H3PO4, phosphoric acid, which act as we know that H3PO4 in this reaction will behave as negative catalyst. So inhibitors are known as negative catalysts. Inhibitors are negative catalysts, and in the decomposition of H2O2, when H3PO2 is added, then H2O2 decomposition stops. So H3PO4 in this reaction acts as inhibitor or negative catalyst. So question number 53 option B is correct. See question number 54. Question number 54 is about catalyst. As we know that in a reversible reaction, a catalyst will affect the rate of both forward and backward reaction. So it will affect the rate of both forward reaction and backward reaction. So question number 54 option C is correct. See question number 55. In question number 55, the question is, a colloidal solution is subjected to electric field. The particle moves toward anode. When particles move towards anode, as we know that anode is positively charged. Therefore particles are negatively charged. Because particles move towards anode, so negatively charged particle will move towards anode. For coagulation, we use for negatively charged salt, we use positively charged salt, and we know higher the charge on cation, greater is the coagulation. Greater is the coagulating power. So as we can say that charge on aluminium is +3, while charge on Ba is +2 and charge on Na is plus. So highest coagulating power of Al3 plus, then Ba2 plus, and then NaCl. So coagulating power will be of AlCl3 is more than BaCl2 then NaCl. So question number 55 option C is correct. See question number 56. Question number 56 is based on Langmuir adsorption. Question number 56. As we know, in Langmuir adsorption, the assumptions are first point, the surface of adsorbent is uniform. The surface of adsorbent is uniform and all adsorption sites are equivalent. All adsorption sites are equivalent and adsorbed molecules do not interact. So the adsorption sites are equivalent. So question number 56 option A is correct. See question number 57. Question number 57. The question number 57 is, which of the following statement is correct in reversible action of catalyst? As we know, catalyst increases the rate of both forward reaction as well as backward reaction by equal rate in reversible reaction. So question number 57 option C is correct. See question number 58. Question number 58 is about detergent. Question number 58 is about detergent. As we know, detergents are sodium salt. Of sulfonic acids. So it is not true. It is a sodium salt of fatty acid. It is not true. As we know that it has both part. Sodium salt of sulfonic acid means RSO3 negative Na positive. This part is non-polar and this part is polar. So it has both part, polar as well as non-polar. It is not easily biodegradable. It is also correct. And it is a surface active reagent. This is also correct. It is a sodium salt of sulfonic acid, not fatty acids. So question number 58 option C is correct. See question number 59. Question number 59 is about again catalyst. Question number 59. As we know that when graph is plotted for a reaction rate, the reaction is like this. This reaction is without catalyst. And this is the activation energy. Without catalyst. Now in presence of catalyst, the graph will be like this. This is the graph in presence of catalyst. With catalyst. So we can see that catalyst decrease the activation energy. So in presence of catalyst, activation energy decreases. So question number 59 option D is correct. When catalyst is used, which one of the following changes? Activation energy changes. See question number 60. Question number 60 is about alum. As we know that alum is aluminium sulfate. When added to raw water, reacts with alkali present in water like bicarbonate. like bicarbonate and form a PPT. So we can say that alum purify muddy water due to coagulation. Alum purify muddy water due to coagulation. So alum purifies water due to coagulation. So question number 60, option C is correct.